General SS Patil, officiating Director General, Territorial Army, distinguished dignitaries, veterans, representatives from the industry and academia, officers from Indian and the Territorial Armies, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to be joining you all today for the inaugural session of the Know Your TA, as also the Territorial Army 2.0 Symposium that we are holding over the next 2 days. Let me begin with my compliments to the Directorate General of Territorial Army and particularly the TA Group Headquarters Eastern Command for conceiving and organizing this very time-relevant initiative. Our Territorial Army has a remarkable history. For nearly close to a century, it has been providing a bridge between the professional world and the military service, bringing together the knowledge, experience, and skill sets of our citizens with the discipline and the ethos of the armed forces. In many ways, this noble idea of your has become even so more relevant today when we speak about the idea and the concept of and the relevance of military and civil fusion as a guiding mantra for nation building. The security environment, as we are all aware, is changing at a remarkable pace. Technology is reshaping the battlefield. Weaponization of artificial intelligence, cyber, drones, information, electromagnetic spectrum. This makes today's battlefield menu extremely complex. The expertise required to be able to effectively deal with the complexity has solutions with the kind of knowledge repository that in our country is available across domains. To name a few, that is the academia, the industry partners, the universities, the research centers, as also the professional community at large. Speaking candidly, what we need in our country today is the whole of nation approach towards safeguarding the national interests. And this is where I see a very important role for the Territorial Army. Territorial Army 2.0 Symposium, which we are going to be having over these 2 days, is expected to bridge this gap. What we are going to be expecting out of this is a greater understanding of each other's requirements and the skill sets that are already available. These skill sets are not only limited to technology or cyber. We need solutions and partnerships when we look at communications, logistics, and a lot more other technical domains. This convergence will help create a territorial army which will be more connected, increasingly agile, and will be better prepared for the challenges of the future. It is also particularly significant for me to mention that this conversation is not for no reason taking place in Calcutta. Calcutta, or Kolkata as we call it today, is known for its patriotism, and a community that has always encouraged and respected the free flow of ideas, innovation, and intellectual capital investment. I would also like to make a mention one other aspect of Territorial Army. We had one of the panelists give with huge sense of emotion the aspect of the difficulties that the Territorial Army troops face while undertaking challenging tasks in the far-flung areas of our frontiers. I, for one, also personally had an experience, and this deserves recognition, and this was relating to the work of the Ecological Task Force that they so silently continue to take as a national responsibility. During my recent tenure, when I was the General Officer commanding 4 Corps, looking after the challenges in Assam as also a large part of Arunachal Pradesh, I've had the honor of visiting 134 and 135 ecological task forces and seeing at their working from close quarters. What stays with me as an impression about the functioning is not merely the scale of the work in terms of plantation and ecological restoration that they have undertaken, but also a demonstration of passion and commitment of the soldiers who are involved in the partnerships that they continue to build with the civil agencies, experts, and the local communities. The aspect of confidence that the presence of one uniformed soldier exudes or brings about in the locals in any community or structured society is something which is seen to be believed. An expression of the same sentiment was shared by one of the panelists, as I just mentioned. Now, this is a very powerful example of military capabilities being optimally employed to address the national challenges well beyond the traditional battlefields. It demonstrates as to how discipline, perseverance, professional skills, and commitment achieve the outcomes which have lasting national values. The same spirit of innovation and adaptation will be important as the Territorial Army moves into its next phase. I am therefore particularly pleased to see the representatives from the industry, from the academia, from the universities, and professionals from various streams of specialization participating in the symposium. I hope the discussions over these 2 days will lead us not only will lead us not only into new ideas but also to lead us into meaningful partnerships and practical initiatives that we can take forward here on. General Patil, my compliments to you and your team for taking this initiative forward. I'm confident that Symposium TA 2.0 will mark the beginning of an important chapter in the evolution of the Territorial Army of future. I wish the symposium every success and hope that deliberations here will continue to foster greater efforts and stronger motivation, develop more capabilities, and make the Territorial Army future ready for the challenges of tomorrow. Thank you.